Hi, Gazala. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Anu ma'am?
I am very happy. Not just me, everybody is very happy.
Thank you so much. I'm also so happy. I was so surprised when I saw my results. I just couldn't believe it at first.
8 each, 20 points towards your PR.
Yes. I was working for 7 bands, but I crossed 8 bands.
Yes, and 8 each. It's not that you got like it happens a lot of times. The students they touch 2 or 3 modules 8, but here you went about and got 8 each, and every single one of them, and your listening and your speaking is 9 each. This is great result. One, for the reason that you got the training for 7 each and you made it to 8 each. It means if a student learns things correctly, even though they are being trained for 7, they have the ability to reach 8 as well, and not just 8, they have the ability to reach 9 when it comes to listening and writing. So you've proven that to a lot of people. That's great. I mean, all the students who are enrolled with International English Guru at the moment, if you're being trained for 7 each, here Gazala is an example for you that just keep doing the things perfectly, try and improve yourself at whatever the teachers are teaching you, and this is a possibility, right? She's made it very clear to everyone that you can score what she has scored. And do you want to read out your scores, or do you want me to read out your scores?
You can read it out.
Yeah, I can read them at my pleasure. So Gazala has scored listening 87. Clappings, okay? Listening 87, speaking is 90 on 90. Clappings. And her reading is 82. And please keep in mind, she was targeting 65. So reading is 82, which is amazing. And going to her writing is again 82. Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Gazala, tell us now, how was this made possible? You were not expecting this result, right? Your teacher, I couldn't speak to your teacher because she's not in today. So I don't know exactly what all you two did, but let's start with my lessons. How did the lessons help you?
I was every afternoon, my teacher used to call me, and then she used to tell me which lesson she's going to upload for me. And then she used to tell me after doing the lesson, then I have to go and do the practice question. So the only practice that I did was the class lessons that was provided in your videos. That was the only thing that I did. And then somehow one day I said, no, I have to make this link work somehow. So I kept on trying, and by magic, somehow it just opened.
Okay.
Yes. And then I copied that link, I kept that link, and then I used to access it, and I used to do the practice questions there. But when I was doing the practice questions, my reading scores were a bit low, and speaking also was a bit low.
Okay.
And then, I called 𝗚𝗏 ma'am, and then I told her, I have done the lessons really well. I am following all the templates, but why am I not getting the required scores? And then she told me, you go and on your laptop, and then you put me on speaker, and you do the practice, and she's going to listen to how I am doing the practice questions. And then, yes, I did that. She heard me, and then she told me my speaking was good, but she said the only mistake that I was making was I was speaking at a very high speed. So I was not taking any pauses in between. So it was just a small mistake, because of which my marks were getting deducted. And then she told me, she did that one question with me. She did that question, and then she told me, repeat it again. Yeah. And then when I repeated it, I got 90 in all, content, fluency, and grammar.
Oh, wow.
So, yes. And then that's how I did that.
So just one feedback from the teacher, made all the difference.
Right. And then I was, because I'm working at Buy Industries over here as a finance manager. So I have to be at work every day. I just could not take any leave. So I used to work from 8 to 5:30 p.m. And then when I used to come home, I used to rest for at least 2 hours. And then again from 8 p.m. till midnight every day. Yes, I used to do the lesson, because usually the lessons used to be 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah.
So I had to, because in the starting, I used to break it up. Like I used to do half of the lesson today and then the remaining half tomorrow.
Oh,
And then the third day I had to do the questions, but then I felt that because of that, I was lagging behind. And then I said, no, I had to do it on the same day. I will complete my lesson on the same day. And then next day, I'll do my exercise before my feedback with the teacher. So my feedback time was 9 p.m. So I used to come home. My lesson was already finished the day earlier. And then I used to do my lessons from 8 to 9. I did that 1 hour, and then I used to upload it on the Excel spreadsheet. And then I
yeah.
used to message my teacher that I have done it. So can you please check? And then you give me a call. Used to check, and then she used to call that I'm doing really, really well. And then we moved to the next lesson. Whenever I had any issues, even if I used to message her during the day, she was so helpful that she just used to reply to my messages. She used to call me if I had any queries. And whenever I needed her, even in the weekends, she was always there for me. And then she recommended me, she used to tell me which, how I'm supposed to answer that question, which questions I can skip. And she
Yeah.
was more confident than me that I was going to get the marks and more than 65 plus. And
Right.
I wasn't that much confident about myself because I had attempted it once in 2016
Right.
and I could not make it through. And then I was just thinking that I hope, that I can cross it this time. And
Yeah.
then we kept on moving to the lessons, and then our holy month of fasting started.
Right.
Right, and then it became more difficult because I had to wake up at 4 a.m. every morning, and then whole day I had to be fasting, and then
Right.
come home, break the fast, pray, and then again start with the lesson.
Oh,
So
wow.
2 weeks into fasting, yes, and then when
So
I
your
wanted
fasting
to,
has given good fruits.
yes, I was praying for it. That I hope this is my last attempt. Like I had already just done it once, and
Yeah.
in 2016, and now in 2022. And then after that, I booked my exam. So I was lucky that I got just one day after Easter holiday. So I had 4 days of break.
Right.
So
Right.
whole of my Easter break, I just kept on practicing all the questions. I
Yeah.
think I have done more than 800 questions because yeah, every day I used to practice, and even if in one question I used to get less than 80, I used to redo it again because I just did not
Mm.
like seeing my mark go less than 80.
Yes. Wow.
I kept on practicing, and then when I knew that okay, now it's between 85 to 90, then I used to move to the next one because I knew that if I am going to aim for 90,
Yeah.
then if I make any mistakes, I will land up to 80.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if I would be working just for 65, and if
Yeah.
I'm making any mistakes, then I will go, below that into 50s. So
Right.
that's I just wanted to get the maximum marks so that, when I do the exam, because we don't know what kind of questions are going to be in the test and how many students will be there, because speaking test, if everyone will start speaking at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, and then when I was booking my test, and I called Sakshi ma'am, and then I told her, ma'am, my exam is just one day after Easter. So when will I do my mock test, and how will you mark, and when will you give me the feedback? Because I assume that even she's going to be on leave. And she told me, don't worry, you tell me which day you want to do. I said, okay, I'll be home on Friday because it's going to be Easter Friday. I
Yeah.
said, I can do my test on Friday. And then I asked her that, will you be available in the Easter weekend? She said, yes, don't worry. I'm going to give you your feedback on Saturday.
Wow. Wow.
So Friday night, Friday whole day from 6 a.m. till 7 p.m. I did all my practice questions, and then after that from 8, I
Yeah.
did my mock test.
Right.
And after doing the mock test, the results were already, the results are already out over there.
Yeah.
My speaking and my reading, it was in 50s. And my
Oh.
writing, yes, my writing and my listening was in 70s. So
Yeah.
I was very nervous, and I sent my score sheet to ma'am, and then I told her that I think I'm doing something wrong. I don't know why I'm getting in 50s, and my exam is just in 2 days. She said, don't worry, I will check all your answers, and I will give you a feedback call tomorrow. So whole day she didn't call me whole day. I was so nervous that what's going to be the result. But I kept practicing. I did not, I did not give up hope. In the night when she called me, she was so happy. She said, you know what, Gazala, you have done extremely well. I said, ma'am, I got in 50s. How can I do extremely well? She said, no, don't worry. Even our portal is marking the test, they sometimes don't recognize all the accents. When you are going to do in the actual PTE test, the way you are speaking, your pronunciation, everything is perfect. You are going to get a very good score. So don't worry at all about speaking. Yes.
I feel like clapping for the teacher. She's
Yes, she's so good. And then I told her, reading, I get, some of the words are so confusing. She said, don't worry. The ones that we are testing in our portal, those are the hardest type of questions that you are going to get. So if you are passing that, even though it wasn't in my band score, you are definitely going to get more than 65 in your final exam. And you just keep on practicing.
I am in love with your teacher also. Your
yes.
teacher has been very, very good.
She was very helpful. That was Saturday. We spoke on Saturday night. And then I told her, ma'am, I have got 2 more days. Sunday, whole of Sunday, whole of Monday. I'm going to do my practice, keep on practicing, and I'll focus on all the 4 modules. She said, yes, keep on practicing, and you are going to get the best results. Whole of Sunday, I practiced. Whole of Monday, I practiced. Tuesday morning was my exam. So I woke up. Tuesday, I was not fasting because I had to travel to our next town. So that was 2 hours away from where I'm living. I still woke up. I woke up at 5 a.m. From 5 a.m. till 8:30. I just did all my practice questions. I checked all my templates. And I just, memorized everything in my head that, I remember everything. I prayed and I left home.
Oh, wow. Beautiful.
I left home. Yes. I went to the test center. From my test center, I messaged 𝗚cie ma'am that, ma'am, I'm at the test center. My exam will start in 2 hours.
Right.
And then she messaged me. She said, all the best. And I'm waiting for your good results. Yeah. So when I finished my exam, I was happy. I knew that, the exam was good, but I was not expecting, such high results.
And 2 9s.
Yes. Yes. So I was just expecting, okay, I'll get above 65. And then I told her, and then ma'am called me and she asked me how was my exam. I told her, and she told me about one of her other students who did the exam on the same day. And she told me her results came out in 4 hours. And then I was waiting whole night. I kept on refreshing my email. Why is my results not coming?
Okay. Right.
I checked. Yes. And then I messaged her again. My result is still not out. I was just wondering, have I done something wrong that the computer is taking such a long time to mark?
Right.
And she said, don't worry. I have full confidence and you are going to get very, very good results. I am praying for you.
Oh, wow.
So, yes, she was even praying for me, and I was nervous and excited at the same time. And then I told her, as soon as I get my results, you're the first person I'm going to call. I received my results the next day at 8 p.m. in the night.
Oh, right.
Yes, same time. I saved it. I messaged her on WhatsApp, and then I called her. And she was so happy. She was extremely happy. She said, I told you you are going to get such good results. And she congratulated me.
Beautiful.
And I also told her that, it's all because of her. Because, seeing the lessons is one thing. And then somebody continuously motivating you, encouraging you that, yes, you can do it.
Yes.
Is, just something that, it's a very special bond that I had with her, even though, I'm so far away, like I'm in Fiji and every day, maybe just a minimum of 5 minutes. Yeah, we only used to speak for 5 minutes every day for 1 whole month. I just used to do my lessons. I used to send her screenshots. I used to upload my results. And
she carried you. She monitored you. Right. She made sure you're learning the right things. And that's what you need a teacher for. A teacher just needs to see, are you doing the right thing? And if you're making a mistake, they'll alter your path. That's what it is.
Right. And even when, I was practicing, and when 𝗚cie ma'am used to tell me that, no, you have to do it like this and you have to do it like this. So my mom always used to hear, and then whenever I used to put the phone down, she used to tell me, you have such a nice teacher who is, she's so far away, but she's encouraging you in such a way that you're definitely going to make it this time. And I really wish I knew about this before. No, I could have enrolled and I could have, done my course and then, completed PTA,
Long
so
back.
many years ago.
Yes.
Yes.
Did you thank your sister? She's
Yes.
out international
She's the
English
one.
group for you.
Yes. She found it on Facebook and then she told me, why don't you try this? And then we were thinking, no, we had mixed reactions because we didn't know about it. And then she said, why not just give it a go? Just 2 weeks course.
Yeah.
But in that 2 weeks, I just loved it so much that, without any hesitation, I enrolled for the 4 weeks course. And after that, I had another 2 weeks. And, the best thing about 𝗚cie ma'am was my course finished on 7th.
Yeah.
And my exam was on the 19th. When the last day of my course was there, I called her and I told her that I could only get the date of 19th for my exam. She said, don't worry, Gazala, I am there for you till the 19th.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Yeah, so,
That's beautiful. It's wonderful to have a teacher backing you up. So say you already had tried PTE maybe a couple of years back and you did not hit your target score of 7 each. And this time, after the 4 weeks training, you did not just achieve your target score, you overachieved to the extent that in 2 modules, you just hit the bullseye, right? The real red dot in the middle, you hit it straight. And in the other 2, you were in the real closest corners. So like 2 8s, 2 9s, first shot straight after 4 weeks. What do you think really made all that difference? One, definitely the teacher, right? So the monitoring which you received from your teacher. And what apart from that was there which made that difference?
It was the lessons that was recorded and sent to me. It was your lessons, ma'am. The way you were explaining there, all the templates that you were giving all the tips, all the tricks, all the navigations.
Right.
So that really made a difference because, you already know that what the computer is going to test and how we have to prepare ourselves for that.
Right.
So that was the best part of that because I used to pause your lessons and then I used to make my notes that, this is how Anu ma'am had taught me. I have to practice it this how, and then I'm going to get my results.
Right.
So that was the major contributor, the way you had explained. And the essay writing and everything, the templates that were there and everything. And even in right from dictation, all the tips and tricks that were there, I used to take it so positively that, no, this is how we have to do it. And if I am going to follow everything that's being taught to me in the lesson, I am definitely going to achieve my scores.
Right.
So, and then after that, the practice questions that was there.
Right.
So it's it's similar to the actual PTE test. So if you keep on practicing, obviously you are going to get there because obviously when you practice, it's going to be marked, and then places where you're making the errors, the computer is going to tell you. So I guess it was just constant practice and constant dedication. That now this is the final time I am sitting this test, and I have to just make it. Because I just needed to make my future and I needed to move.
Absolutely.
So, I had a goal in my mind that I have to clear my test. And then I move forward from there.
Well, you did it beautifully.
My timing with my teacher, the feedback timing usually used to be at 9 p.m.
Right.
And I had to do the lessons before that. So when I used to do the lessons and after that, I used to do the practice questions. And then I used to have a feedback with my teacher. So what used to happen is even though I was living in Fiji and she was in Australia, she was so convenient and she was always there for me that whenever I needed her, she always used to pick up my call. She used to answer all my queries and she used to provide me with the feedback and, give me everything. So, whenever I just needed her, she was always there for me, even though it was any time of the day, even though it was not my scheduled time.
Even if it was an Easter holiday.
Exactly. Even if it was, I wasn't even physically present there. So, but still she made me feel like I was a student that was, just in front of her. That's how she used to treat me. And every day she used to, message me and ask me, how are you progressing? What have you done today? And every day, whenever she used to call, which lesson are you practicing? And this one is also, I'm talking about from the time my course ended till my test date. She used to call and ask me, yeah, which questions did you practice today? How did it go? So, it was, how she used to always motivate me and then ask me about it. So that was the best part, how she used to encourage me and then, just get the feedback and then provide me with the guidance and everything.
Right. Gazala, you made it. There are students who are still struggling. A lot of them. And a lot of them who think that if they are targeting 7, this is what they'll hit. They'll not get any more. Here's you who targeted 7, got 8 each. I cannot think of anything which can be. It's like someone's trying to hit 4 and he hits a 6er. And he hits 3 6s together. I mean, it's just as good as something could have been, right? It is just the perfect, ideal, most beautiful case possible. Now, when you are standing on top of the mountain peak, right? You're on top of the mountain. That's a mountain. You're sitting on the top with a flag in your hand. Hey, I made it. What would you say to others?
I would tell all the fellow colleagues who are still studying for the exam and have the exam in a few weeks that don't give up hope. Just keep on practicing. Follow what the teachers are teaching you. Follow the templates really well, because that template has given me 9 on 9. It has given me 8 on 8 on the 2 modules. So definitely that template is the best template, and it's going to give you more than what you have desired. So if you are aiming for 7 band, you're definitely going to cross 8. But you have to keep on practicing, and you have to take the lesson seriously. If you have any doubts, keep on asking.
Sure.
And all the best to everyone. All of you are going to make it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
But just keep on listening to your teachers and keep on practicing. So, hard work, we say, hard work always pays off. So
that's
I think, you have to take out time from our busy schedule. Even if it's early in the morning, 2 hours in the morning, 2 hours in the evening, we have to take out time and keep on practicing. And that's how. And then we have to give our best shot, and then the Almighty is going to, guide us through that.
Yes, absolutely. So well put. I really like it. It's like the real recipe for success that you just gave. All right, Gazala, it was so wonderful to talk to you. Thank you so much for joining me today.